At 2:37 a.m. on a rainy Tuesday in New York, Taylor Swift made a phone call that could change how we understand celebrity relationships forever. You're about to get a raw, first-ever look at Taylor Swift's unfiltered talk with Seth about fame, femininity, and football, plus what Travis Kelce's unexpected pivot and Nore's unfiltered opinion reveals about modern fame. You won't see this on the tabloids. It started with a call. Not a PR stunt, not a red carpet moment, a late-night conversation between Taylor Swift and Seth Nore that peeled back the layers of celebrity life. This wasn't scripted or polished. It was raw, revealing the emotional cost behind the glam. Taylor spoke candidly about the performance of femininity in the spotlight and the invisible labor behind every smile. The podcast became an unfiltered space where a global superstar unveiled vulnerabilities rarely seen, flipping the usual fame narrative upside down. Taylor described herself as a showgirl with spreadsheets. Fame isn't just a spotlight for her, it's a carefully engineered production. Each move, outfit, and gesture is mapped out like a business strategy, merging artistry with precision. Unlike old Hollywood icons, she controls her brand with surgical detail, turning every tour and album cycle into a meticulously crafted enterprise. This balance of creativity and control shows a new era where pop stars don't just perform, they architect their entire universe. Travis Kelce's journey has shifted dramatically since meeting Taylor Swift. Once known primarily for his NFL prowess and wild charisma, he's now evolving into a multifaceted public figure. Swift credits him for his rare ability to listen amid the chaos, breaking stereotypes about male partners in high-profile relationships. Kelce's newfound roles, podcast host, public figure, and partner, signal a subtle but powerful shift in how men navigate fame, alongside iconic women in today's spotlight. Taylor revealed moments when she fakes being thrilled, just to keep the machinery running. The glitz and glamour often mask exhaustion, the relentless cycle of appearances, marketing pushes, and photo ops. Fame fatigue, once whispered about, is now recognized as a real struggle for many young creators and stars. Behind the scenes, the dazzling lifestyle can feel like an emotional treadmill, where authenticity is sacrificed to meet expectations and keep the narrative alive. Nore, rap legend and Drink Champs host, dropped a brutally honest perspective. Modern celebrities don't just perform, they reflect idealized versions of themselves that fans want to see. This curated mirror often replaces reality, shaping how audiences understand identity and aspiration. For Nore, this means fame is less about who you are and more about who people wish you were, an illusion carefully crafted and sold as truth in the age of social media. Taylor Swift doesn't just release albums, she builds entire eras, each with its own story, aesthetic, and emotion. Red was heartbreak, Reputation was vengeance, Midnights is introspective reflection. Each era functions like a product line in a massive brand, blending narrative and music into a lifestyle experience. Fans don't just listen, they live the story, creating an immersive saga that blurs the lines between art, commerce, and memory. Seth Nore, usually the composed late-night host, admitted envy for the freedom Taylor carved out by owning her chaos. His humor masks a deeper recognition. Even seasoned entertainers struggle with the constant performance demanded by their careers. Taylor's ability to control her narrative and express vulnerability represents a rare kind of freedom in a world where public personas are tightly scripted. Seth's moment of candor exposed the unseen weight behind late-night laughter. Are Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift's romantic moments genuine, or just part of a meticulously planned PR rollout? Taylor sidestepped the question, emphasizing comfort over proof. She praised Kelce's willingness to not be center stage, a rarity in celebrity relationships where both parties often compete for the spotlight. This dynamic challenges traditional celebrity coupling, blurring lines between authenticity and strategy in a world obsessed with curated appearances and viral moments. During a backstage moment, Nore warned young fans not to let edited clips become their reality compass. The highlights, the viral moments, they're all carefully selected slices of life designed to entertain and captivate, not necessarily to inform. For artists, this curation can become a trap, pushing them to perform not who they are, but who the audience wants to see. Nore's blunt message: the playback is often a fantasy, and chasing it can lead to a loss of self. Taylor expressed discomfort with the label genius, calling it a crown that traps people beneath impossible expectations. Instead, she embraces persistence, a quality that allows for growth, mistakes, and evolution over time. Genius suggests a fixed state, while persistence is a process. This distinction highlights how Taylor views her career as a marathon of continuous effort rather than a static achievement. It's a mindset that keeps her creative engines running beyond any fleeting praise. Once known for his rowdy locker room persona, Travis Kelce has undergone a subtle but significant transformation. Post-Swift, he shows more emotional awareness, trading reckless bravado for maturity without losing his edge. This shift reflects a broader trend where athletes reshape their public images to reflect multidimensional identities. Kelce's growth challenges stereotypes of toughness and vulnerability as mutually exclusive, opening new possibilities for how masculinity is performed on and off the field. Taylor revealed she tracks 27 variables daily, from hydration and sleep quality to audience mood and choreography strain. Being a showgirl, she insists, means orchestrating every detail to appear effortless. The dazzling performances hide rigorous, data-driven planning behind the scenes. This intense, almost scientific approach to artistry dispels the myth of effortless stardom. Fame isn't just a spotlight, it's an engineered experience requiring constant adjustment and care. Nore delivered one of his bluntest critiques. Many artists get trapped performing for crowds who wouldn't even show up in real life. This relentless chase for applause, especially in social media culture, sacrifices authenticity for fleeting validation. For Nore, the danger lies in confusing performance with self-worth, risking burnout and disillusionment. His candid perspective highlights the toxic feedback loop between audience expectations and artist identity in today's fame economy. Taylor compared herself to a disco ball rather than a mirror. While a mirror reflects what's in front of it, a disco ball shines and fractures light in many directions, only visible when illuminated. This metaphor captures the parasitic nature of fame, where the celebrity's image depends on external attention and energy. It's a poetic reminder that the spotlight both reveals and conceals, reflecting not just the star but the world watching them. Seth pointed out a glaring double standard. Male stars' moodiness is excused as artistic, while women expressing similar emotions get labeled divas. Taylor nodded, noting that smiling often becomes a survival tactic in such an environment. This disparity underscores how gender biases shape celebrity narratives and public perception. It's a reminder that behind every polished smile, there might be a complex story of negotiation between authenticity and expectation. In a rare, unguarded moment, Taylor paused mid-conversation and confessed, "I wish I could be boring for 1 year." The silence that followed revealed the weight beneath the glamour, a longing for ordinary, unremarkable life away from constant scrutiny. Seth allowed the pause to linger, breaking from his usual rapid-fire humor. This quiet slip behind the mask of celebrity hinted at the human cost of fame, reminding listeners that even stars crave respite from their spotlight. Travis Kelce described the constant public gaze as a chessboard, where every move is analyzed and anticipated. Unlike casual privacy, his life is dissected in real time, from casual dinners to quiet moments. This hypervisibility forces him to strategize even personal interactions, turning romance and friendship into public plays. It's a reminder that celebrity isn't just about being seen. It's about managing perception in an environment where privacy is the rarest currency. Taylor mused that one day she'll disappear from the spotlight, calling that absence her ultimate masterpiece. Stepping back, she suggested, can carry more power than any headline or performance. It's not about a breakdown, but a deliberate exit strategy, a way to reclaim control over a narrative that often feels relentless. In a world obsessed with presence and visibility, choosing when and how to leave becomes a radical act of agency. Fame isn't just about bright lights, it's about the long shadows they cast. Taylor, Seth, Travis, and Nore have pulled back the curtain, revealing a deeper story. One of power, identity, silence, and relentless performance. What looks effortless on the surface is often a carefully engineered balancing act. Next week, we'll dive into the unspoken rules behind celebrity breakdowns and uncover who truly profits from them. Until then, remember, your most authentic self is your biggest flex.